with CLMB Fantasy Cartography. Today I want to show you how I go around making a map for either your just for fun, something of your own, doing some world building, whatever it be. So I'm using a 2014 MacBook Pro, and I'm going to be using Affinity Designer. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select this, and one of the things that I want to do is I want to be able to create a new document with a transparent slide, so like right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose a width of 5 inches and a height of 3 inches. Now you can choose anything that you would like, and because there are lots of different shapes and sizes of flags. And yeah, transparency is for something that might be done later on. And also, the reason why I'm using Affinity Designer is because that it is a vector-based program. Okay, so go ahead and start off with our the empty flag. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take myself and make myself 3 vertical lines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, I'm going to take 5 divided by 3, and that gives me this number here, which then I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to bring that over, select this shape right here, and I'm going to go here and paste it. So now I know that's exactly the size, because again I'm making 3 vertical shapes, and now I have those shapes. Now each of these shapes is going to be colored differently. So I'm going to go over to my palette. I have one that's called flag colors. Select that, and I'm going to go ahead and say red, and I'm going to say, let's say blue, and maybe this kind of goldish yellow. There we go. Now over here I have in what is called my assets. In Affinity Designer we will find that over here in this view part. And we go down to this studio, and then we have what is called assets. So to take it off, and then let me turn it back on for you right here. Now, what assets are basically stamps that you can use to be able to create different elements and things. So like here I have this element that I use as a city marker on my map. But we want to be able to design our own flag, and so this is where we're going to be looking at Wiki Commons, which is a site that uses where you can find a lot of different flags and places from around the world. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and choose the coat of arms for Uruguay. Select that, and right here, this is what is called an SVG file, scalable vector graphic, and I'm going to go ahead and download that. What's nice about SVG or vector graphics is that they can be scaled to any size without losing resolution. So I'm going to go ahead and say download original file, and I'm going to say open with, just to save myself a step, I'm going to go ahead and do Affinity Designer, and I'm going to say open, and okay. There we go. Now, so see over here, I'm going to go ahead and create a new category, and I will go ahead and rename it. Let's see, rename category. And I'm going to do emblems. Okay, and save. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see here immediately what elements I want. I like this cow right here that we can see. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it over to my assets thing. You can see that there's a little highlight showing that what's been selected. And there it is. There we go. There's our little cow. And I also like this horse. So I'm going to bring that over and bring it over to my assets bar as well. And I like this whole set of olive leaves. And I'm going to take those and bring those over. Now, as a result, I'm going to go back to my flag, and I'm going to then choose these elements, and I'm going to bring them over. Now, it's quite big, and so I'm going to go ahead and shrink that. I'm going to make this all the same size, make it 3, and then I'm going to center it and put it in the middle, and there we go. Okay, it's maybe a little too large still for what I'm wanting. So I'm going to bring it over here. And now let's see. Let's try this cow. Okay, cow kind of works. Yeah. Put it, center it. Not bad. But I think I want to go for the horse. So I can delete it, bring it back, and here's the horse. And there we go. Let's change the color of that. Good. Maybe we want to change the color of the ribbon. Okay, let's do that easily enough. And I'll make it a dark blue, just as an example. Maybe we can try a gold or a yellow, and that's nice. And I think that is our flag.